Let me see. This is Glenn Rice with Clearview Sewer Chems. We're located at 3020 17th Street, Santa Monica, California, 90405. Today is August 5th, 2020, and we are performing a video sewer reinspection. We had came out here prior and ran a sewer inspection, and we did have roots and possible offsets in the joints. And so we got called back out to do a reinspection. So we're going to go ahead and zero out our camera monitor here and begin our video sewer reinspection. And you can see this is the front of our property here. A lot of shrubbery here on the side of the house. And this is our 4-inch ABS cleanout located in the planter area. This goes around side street here towards the backyard. And I'm going to go ahead and zero out here. And we're just going to drop down. We're going to drop down slowly and take a look. Oh, we got a little something on there. Okay, here we go. We'll drop down slowly. It does appear that we're transitioning into cast iron sewer pipe. And it does appear that we transitioned into vitreous clay sewer pipe here. And this is just in the planter area. And the way the house is set, the house is about approximately 8 to 9 feet above the sidewalk. So we're just going to go ahead and continue to push out slowly. And as you can see, we still have root intrusion in this joint. Okay, as we push out here, you can still see the roots in the joints here from about the 9 o'clock area all the way up and around to about the 2 o'clock area. And as we push in, right around the 4 o'clock area, you can see that we do have a break in the vitreous clay there. And this area here is on the left-hand side as you're approaching the front of the house, in the left-hand side in the planter area. And it's approximately 8 to 9 feet deep. It's in the planter area, and this planter area is approximately 8 to 9 feet above the sidewalk. So what we're going to do is we're just going to continue to push out slowly. We do have an offset in this joint as well, from about the 6 o'clock all the way up to about the 12 o'clock area. And a fairly large gap in that joint as well. Just going to go ahead and continue to push out. And in this joint as well, as you can see, right around the 9 o'clock area there, we do have a break in the vitreous clay, right about the 9 o'clock area. Yeah. And so what we're doing is we're just going to go ahead and push all the way out into our city sewer tie-in and take a look at the rest of the joints, and then from there we'll pull back. And as you can see, we do have root intrusion in these joints here, right about the 7 o'clock area. We're just going to go ahead and continue to push out. And that joint appears to be in fair condition. That joint appears to be in fair condition. And that joint appears to be in fair condition. Very difficult to tell Does appear to be some roots in that joint right around the 9 o'clock area. We're just going to go ahead and continue to push out. The joint appears to be in fair condition. A minor offset in this joint here from about the 3 o'clock area to about the 6 o'clock area. Continue to push out. And again, we're going very slow so we can take a really good look at the joints. A little bit of an offset in that joint there from about the 3 o'clock to the 6 o'clock. And now we're transitioning as we pull back and we take a good look at this joint here. As you can see, as we pull back, we do have a large offset in that joint from about the 11 o'clock area all the way around to about the 6 o'clock area. You can see that the full face of the pipe there in that joint. And as we push in, it's very difficult to tell as we were pushing in, but as we pull back, you can see the full face of that joint. So we're just going to go ahead and continue to push out. And we're tied it to our city sewer tie-in.
Okay, we're going to begin pulling back from the city sewer tie-in right here. And we did have a major offset. We're going to take another look at it coming back. Right here we had a very large offset. As you can see, when we pull back a little bit, you can see the top section right there from all the way from about the 11 o'clock area down to the 5 o'clock area. Things like a half moon. It shifted quite a bit. The city may allow a CIPP, cured in place piping, top hat liner installed, but they will want to inspect it. If they deem it to be shifted more than what they're willing to let us put a top hat liner, they may actually want us to dig down and put in a new saddle fitting and tie it back up and realign it. That's something that the Public Works Inspector would have to make a decision on at the time after a permit is pulled and they want to inspect the line. We're going to continue pulling back. We got a little bit of an offset here, not terrible, small offset. Little tiny bit of root intrusion I think was in the area, but it's been cleaned out and nothing to be worried about in that 6-inch. That joint appears to be in fair condition. Most of the 6-inch piping all appears to be in fair condition. A little bit of concrete slag right there, which is nothing, and that joint appears to be in fair condition as well. That joint appears to be in fair condition. We're coming back up toward the planter area now, and this is where we have some issues. That joint appears to be in fair condition. We're still in the 6-inch vitreous clay city lateral. A little bit of root intrusion. That's a pretty thick root right there. There's some root intrusion there. Now we're coming back. I believe we're going to start rolling upward. Now we've got root intrusion here on the left-hand side.
Cracked.
Okay, yeah, it appears that we have a crack as well at about the 9 o'clock area. We're going to pull back some more a little bit and see if we can get another shot of this. We're going to blow this up when we get back to the office as well and look at it on our camera. Fucking light, man. Okay, there is a crack right there at that 9 o'clock area in that joint, in the face of the joint. We're going to continue pulling back slowly as we make our turn. We've got a pretty good offset right there. And we've got another large offset.
Yeah.
Got an offset in that area. Yeah, see the whole face of the pipe on the left-hand side of the screen from 12 o'clock area to the 7 o'clock area. Then we had some large roots in this joint before they snaked it, and you can see the breaks primarily from about the 5 o'clock area. The piping is cracked and broken around to about the 9 o'clock area from what we can see. There may be more. There's still roots at the top, difficult to see the whole joint, but it's also offset and shifted. We're pulling back, coming back up in the planter area, and we transition to cast iron pipe and fittings, and we got some debris in the cast iron pipe and fittings and some buildup, but not terrible. And then we're pulling up and out of our mainline sewer cleanout. That will conclude our video reinspection.